PSG leading the break. Gomes looking for the overlap. Alba inside. It's Messi!
Outside, he'll plays it inside. Great tackle, but he's finished off by Xavi. It's good from him, but it's Messi. It's Iniesta! And the
Horrible, shithousery, terrible. Just I don't even know what else to say. It's just depressing all over again. And it was before as well, but I guess Villarreal and Athletic Bilbao games really gave us a bit of happiness. But yeah, this team is feeling lost. It's feeling lost, and I am so disappointed and I'm so depressed as well. We are going back to Europa League. We are out of Champions League. We were out of the Champions League even before this game against Bayern. Inter Milan destroyed Victoria Plzen like 3-0 or 4-0. I don't even know at this point. And that itself already said, you know what, we're not going to Europa League. I mean, we're going to Europa League. We aren't progressing in the Champions League for the second year in a row. And it's absolute shithousery. Absolute shithousery. Look, at least I hope that against Bayern we could have played better, but you know what? Mentality proves a lot of things. It really means a lot. It just showed everything that, you know what? The players weren't at it. They were not in the mood to win this match. Let's just discuss this shithousery. Let's talk about the starting 11 that Xavi decided to go with. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, backline Alejandro Balde, Marcos Alonso, Jules Koundé, Hector Bellerin. Our midfield three Busquets, Kessie, De Jong, and our front three Lewandowski, Dembele on the right, and Pedri on the left. So pretty much he went with a similar style like he went against Athletic Bilbao. I don't know if you guys know this, but Ernesto Valverde actually in this post-match interview, he said like after when they lost to Barcelona, like they were actually surprised and they did not expect this formation that Barcelona played against Athletic Bilbao. That's why they couldn't cope up with it. And because of that sort of result, I think Xavi was like, you know what, let's go with the same for this match as well. Let's give it a go. You know, anyways, we're not progressing. Let's just do the shit. And well, it just did not work at all. It wasn't working. It completely didn't. And like there's so much to discuss about like why things weren't going well at all. Well, first of all, in first half, the Bayern Munich, like they were in mood to win this. Like, first of all, the main important thing to discuss about is mentality. Mentality was not there for Barcelona. And you know what? To be fair, it's like, I kind of understood like why, because it's just pointless. They were like, you know, we're anyways going to Europa, so what's the use of giving all? I know it's a very shit mentality, but at the same time, players were just feeling like that because they wanted to play for a purpose. They thought that, you know what, if we had a purpose, we would have given our best and blah, 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 all that bullshit. But they did not have a purpose. They just weren't at it. But Bayern Munich, nonetheless, they wanted to top the group. They already did, to be honest, but they just wanted to destroy us again. And they certainly did us. Just completely dominating first half. I think Barcelona had literally zero chances created in first half. Zero. Absolutely zero chances created. We had an XG of like 0.04 compared to, I think, 2 for Bayern Munich, or I think it was 1.84, something like that. So you can just see the difference on the stats. But nonetheless, if not talking about the stats, let's talk about the tactics as well. Xavi went with a 4 midfielder, you know, type of playstyle again. Like I said, he had Kessie, De Jong, Busquets, and Pedri as that false winger. Did not work at all. It did not work at all in this match. Why? Because one of our players just decided to go stop, and that was, of course, Franck Kessie. Franck Kessie's role in Barcelona, I think, is pretty much you either make him play as a double pivot or you just don't even make him play. Like, literally, this guy cannot be a centre midfielder and interior for Barcelona because he just does not have those instincts. He does not have those reactions to become an interior for Barcelona. Like, if you see someone like Pedri playing in that role, if you see someone like Gavi playing in that role, well, Gavi sometimes, you know, it's like a bit inconsistent, but let's take Pedri as an example. So you could see the instincts, the reactions that Pedri gives while, you know, getting the pass or try to pass it towards the players and stuff. That reaction is very much required for good pace football. Like, I mean, Xavi definitely was trying to keep the hold of the possession, but Bayern Munich just had so much pressing. They were just cutting our lanes. They were creating superiority every time a player from our team, of course, Barcelona, had the possession. They just created superiority on him. He had no other options but either try to dribble it out or probably just pass. You know, luckily we were sometimes being able to do it. Like Balde was doing it, Pedri was doing it sometimes, but most of the times we were getting dispossessed, and then from there counterattacks used to happen for Bayern Munich, and of course that led to the goals as well. So let's discuss about the first goal which Bayern scored. It was by Sadio Mane, and this was an absolute, well, a beautiful Bayern Munich, because Gnabry just gave one hell of a through ball to Sadio Mane, and well, he was going against Hector Bellerin, who was just absolutely slow, who could not catch up to Mane. Mane just outpaced him, and the finish was brilliant as well. I mean, you'd expect from Sadio Mane. And yeah, like, it's just, they were giving so much pressure on us, and honestly, playing Busquets with such high pressure where you literally cannot have space to breathe. And also, not only that, but also the fact that Busquets was playing high up top this match. I did not understand. I think he was trying to create a superiority high up top near the, you know, the 14 area, like just before the penalty box. In the final third, he wanted to create the superiority, I think, and because of that, he actually kept Busquets so high up top. Like, we had no defense. Like, our defense in midfield was just absolutely shit. We had nothing. Like, either Kessie or Busquets should have been there. Like, I don't understand it. Like, what was going on? Our transitions from the defense to the attack was absolutely horrible, and I can just go on and on and on. Like, I don't know what was going on in this match. You know, one of the things why Bayern was just so good was, like, at times, let's say even if we had opportunities in first half, they used to transition like so well from the defense to their attack. Like, they would have like 5 players or 6 players, I don't know how many players in their box to dispossess us, and from there the way how they transition towards the attack is just brilliant, because they you know, they are fast-paced players. They have players that understand it really well at the correct time as well. They do it, and they find the spaces. The movements were so good from the Bayern players. It's just a Bayern show. Like, the first half was completely Bayern show. To be honest, the whole match was Bayern show completely. And yeah, it was a complete shithousery from Barcelona. Few positives, very few positives that I can probably highlight is, I guess, Dembele from first half. He was threatening. He was giving a tough time to Davies, and to be honest, Davies also had fair bits on him. But Dembele was being the most threatening player for Barcelona. Other than that, it was a complete horrible disaster from Barcelona. Like, we were just trying to pass and stuff. We could not. We were getting dispossessed. Bayern were trying to attack, and well, yeah, and you know, of course, I did not even discuss about other goals. Let's discuss about that as well. Choupo-Moting's goal, and this one again, Gnabry, another great pass to Choupo-Moting, and then I think, to be honest, Ter Stegen should have tried better, but you know what? Our defense was just gone. And again, Hector Bellerin with that offside, just bullshit rule. Like, my God, he doesn't know what's an offside trap. Once again, he made Choupo-Moting onside, and then Choupo-Moting just completely hit that. And you know, that's a great finish, to be fair. Like, through the legs of Ter Stegen, blah, blah, blah. I don't even care at this point. So yeah, Barcelona were trailing first half 2-0. It just ended like that, and to be honest, I don't want to praise anybody. Again, Dembele, a little bit of fair bits because he did his best. You know, like, I won't say his best, but he definitely was more threatening than any other player in Barcelona. Alejandro Balde maybe a little bit. He was all right. He was decent. Koundé was okay, sort of. Yeah, Hector Bellerin was the worst player. He was the worst player. I don't even want to talk about him. So yeah, first half was completely shit. Let's just jump into second half. So Barcelona were trailing against Bayern 2-0, and of course second half started. We did not have any other changes, you know, as expected, and the match pretty much went again in Bayern's way. And this time in second half, we had some more opportunities because of our subs, like Ansu Fati came on, Ferran Torres came on, Rafinha came on. I think Eric Garcia as well as Pablo Torre got some minutes in this match, and he got minutes towards the late time. But when Ansu and Ferran came on, that's when once again match changed, because in the high pressure that the Bayern Munich, they're giving high pressing, because of that they weren't allowing any spaces for the players. So we needed movements, close by link ups with the players, which was happening once Ferran and Ansu were coming in, because Ferran was making those movements, Ansu being explosive. Ansu was all right again, but he definitely did a lot more than Pedri playing in the false winger. But to be honest, Pedri is not a winger, so I don't really want to completely blame him and stuff. But what I mean is the impact that these two brought with their movements, with the explosiveness, it's really required, to be honest. With the pressure that Bayern was playing in, we had to try to disrupt it. We couldn't disrupt it. We were just completely overtaken, completely controlled by them. And it was just going with Bayern's way. We had some chances, like I said, in the second half. Yes, I think we had 6 or 7 attempts in second half. Definitely a big improvement than 0 attempts or 0 chances in first half. But in the final third, we couldn't do anything, because once again the transition of Bayern was just so good, having 4 players in the defense, and then the way how they transition with Davies' space, with the way how Goretzka tries to move, with how Kimmich tries to recover the ball, it's just all so good for Bayern Munich and so shit for Barcelona. And they couldn't figure out, Xavi could not figure out the way. Like I said, I don't understand how he thought of placing Busquets in today's match. He is not fit for such matches, for such high pressure matches where literally you need movements. You need movements of the players, and also the fact that he was playing so high up top near the final third instead of being actual CDM was so horrible. It was such a horrible idea. Kessie needs to be a double pivot. Literally just play him there. Please stop making play as an interior. He does not have those instincts as an interior. Let's not do that ever again. And we sort of miss Gavi, to be honest, because the way how he presses, the way how he recovers the ball, we needed some ball recoveries basically, because the way we were losing the possession, it was important that in crucial moments we should have recovered the ball, but then we could not, because we don't have a machine like Gavi with us. He's just a machine in recovering balls. We all know that, and we did not have that in today's match, and definitely it costed us. So it was an absolute disaster for Barcelona, and Xavi could not find a way. This 4 midfielder tactic it just did not work for Barcelona. We did not I don't know, man, it was Bayern were class. That's all I could really say. And of course they did score the third goal to bring on, just put more fire on or more salt on the fire. I don't know what you say there, but basically third goal was Gnabry once again, hat-trick assists. He had an amazing cross towards Pavard. Nobody marked Pavard. Pavard just ran through and just scored the goal. Ter Stegen once again couldn't save. 3-0 to Bayern Munich. Absolute shithousery. I don't even want to talk much about the tactics, because what is there to talk about? Busquets, I don't know why he was playing. What was his role? Why was he playing high up top? Kessie, why isn't he tried as a double pivot with Busquets or something, or with Frankie de Jong? And why wasn't Ferran playing today? I just don't even know what to say. So yeah, Barcelona are going to Europa League, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace for Sabasa.